happy month of darkness. Happy Spooktober. And happy Pickaxe Week for those of you who know what Pickaxe Week is. It's Monday. It's the 9th day of October in the year of our spooky black cat, Lord Steve the Cat 2023. It's about 64 degrees and cloudy. I think it rained actually here at Site B, and it's time to take a look at all the tabletop role-playing games, freebies, sales, and charity boondals. Whoa, get it? Boondals? Boondle? No? Okay. We'll just forget I ever said that, shall we? All right. Well, as always, because it happens, I have to give you these warnings before we go further. Remember, these are all digital PDFs and not physical product unless I specifically say so. So no, you won't get any dice or figures. These are PDFs. 2, because these are PDFs, these are digital products, and especially when dealing with VTT and 3D printer downloads or software or digital books, please double check these for malware and viruses before you open them up or install them. It still happens to people, so they're still out there. Yes, the true horror of the internet. And finally, in regards to the charity bundles, if you have money that you want to donate to the charity of your choice, maybe just give the money to the charity directly or to see if it has a GoFundMe page, and as opposed to, getting the bundle and working through a third person. Sometimes these bundles are worth it, and if they are, I will post a link down below. But most of the time, I'd just be like, hey, why don't you just give the money directly to that guy instead of whatever? And I'm surprised I still don't get in trouble for this. You'd think by now I would. But I guess there's more important things going on in the tabletop role-playing game world than me, which is sad because I should be the most important thing in the tabletop role-playing game world, right? All right, let's take a look, see what spooky stuff is spreading across the interweb. Starting with the freebies. Hey, we've got some free shit from the Coyote and Crow guy, tabletop role-playing game of the year, which it did not deserve. I don't support this guy anyway, shape or form, so I'm even not going to mention it. If you're looking for some starter sets and full games, Meteor Tales Age of Grit starter set from Spiral Line Productions is a D20 fantasy game available for free on drive-thru. Noah Khan has released 123, a tabletop role-playing game combat system that adds new layers of tactical decision-making, i.e. 4th edition D&D. This is available for free on drive-thru. We've got some new Cthulhu love. This comes to us from Cthulhu Eternal. This one is called Cthulhu Eternal Future, and it's science fiction Cthulhu. Cthulhu in space. Cthulhu piloting the Millennium Falcon. Sure, yeah, sounds awesome. This is also on drive-thru. If you want a little bit more of my personal favorite liminal horror, we have Spaces Between from Shuffle, a RPG designed for 2 to 5 players exploring the liminal universe. We've got Mecholite from Snafu Press. It's a rules-light, giant, stompy robot mecha RPG that focuses on mechas. What's your favorite mecha style? Do you prefer the more semi-realistic Robotech Gundam style, or do you prefer the more over-the-top Go Nagi, Get a Robo, Gaiking style? I love the Go Nagi style, but a lot of people prefer the Robotech Gundam style. Zoidcast has released something called Solar, a slice of life anime RPG. So this is more about the grounded slice of life type animes as opposed to the fantastical animes. So if you're looking for something that is more Miyazaki or I Love Henya or some stuff like that, here's a game. It's free on drive-thru. And we have a one-page RPG from Nerdy. It's called Pumpkin Potion, where you play ghosts attempting to create pumpkin potions. So that's not an RPG. That's a party game. Okay. That's also drive-thru. We've got some Forge in the Dark players. We've got RPG Beluga has brought us They Swim Among Us, an unspeakable horrors from the deep scenario for the world of Forge in the Dark. We've got a new class for Dungeon World called Sportscaster, where you Sporecaster, not Sportscaster, just so you didn't mishear me. It's a type of druid that uses mushrooms as the source of their power. It's not really a class, dude. It's just, hey, how about I'm a druid who's a mushroom druid? Grim Goat Games brings us toothberries for Morkborg. Deliciously crunchy dentist-themed stuff for Morkborg. Okay, I think at this point in time, guys, anybody had attached to Morkborg is gone. This dark, grim, post-Holocaust, end of the world, heavy metal, death metal, hardest of the hard, deathiest of the death game system, tabletop role-playing game of the year. Look at this amazing art, which is basically just photoshopped public access art. Yeah, this totally deserved game of the year. It's breathtakingly different. Well, considering how much people are making fun of this game, I don't think whatever coattails of awesomeness, groundbreaking, totally dark role-playing that this had at any point in time is gone. We now have rules for dentists in Morkborg called toothberries. And then we've got Warden of the Wild, which is also for Morkborg. It's some Grim Goat Games, and it introduced a new potential ally in the world of Morkborg. Because, yes, again, nothing says Morkborg, grim death metal, post-apocalypse future than Pixies. We've got Drum of Water from 2 Standard Deviation Studios. This is for Warlock Traders Edition. There's an obscure reference to an obscure role-playing game. Basically, it's an OSR D20 system game thing. And we've got from Zype Totic Press. You can tell they're running out of good names. We've got the Saga of Gorkul Thandosun. A trio of Norse-themed Cthulhu adventures, because, yeah, Cthulhu plus Thor. Who doesn't want to see that fight? Now moving over to DM's Guild, we have Nick Fotolopoulos has brought us Player Supplement Character Journal, a 100-page book with everything you need to keep detailed tracks of your characters with blank hex maps. Okay, so you want to give me a free PDF of 100 pages of basically blank paper. This is either the most brilliant scam ever since the last brilliant scam, or stupid. For free, well, bare suggested price, you could give the guy $1. Pay what you want for free to buy a PDF of 100 pages of basically blank paper. Oh, sure, he's got character sheets on it, but come on, dude. It's basically a 100-page folder of blank paper. I could just take 100 pages from my stack of paper printer and skip the middleman. I could just go to the 99-cent store and get a 100-page, 3-ring binder thingy for $1.09. This is either fucking brilliant or fucking stupid. I don't know which one it is, but give me $1 for 100 pages of blank paper. Wonder if anybody would do that for me. Also in DM's Guild, we've got a new Domain of Dread for Ravenloft, inspired by twisted fairy tales and animated films. This comes from us from Thomas and Rachel Kolar. We've got several 5e adventures from AO Publications. These are all 5e adventures under something called the Red Moon Company, about a, not surprisingly, mercenary company who's going around doing 5e stuff. From Adventures in Filber, we have OP65 Inheritance, a 3rd level adventure for 5e where you all discover you have a distant uncle who has passed away and left the player a shop. Unfortunately, the shop has inhabitants they have to deal with. So I guess one character is the inheritor and everybody else is just accompanying their friend to the shop. And then, oh no, the shop is haunted. From Nathan Ashley, we have Battle at the Crossroads, where you fight to defend a fort at a crossroads. That's a cool one. French Foreign Legion type stuff. This is also on DM's Guild. And finally, lightning round, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 new freebies for 3D printer stuff on DM's Guild and 2D printer stuff. So these are all basically files to add a little extra love to your VTT or your 3D printer or papercraft. And they include things like textures. Second lightning round is brand new character options. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new character options for 5th edition. Remember, these are still legal till at least February of 2024. And finally, last monster round on DM's Guild is some new monsters. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new monsters to spice up your horrible dungeons with horribleness. Moving on to sales, Paizo and Gaming Magazine have a live stream coming up, and you can be part of that live stream using this coupon. You can download copies of Pathfinder and Starfinder with a 10% discount during the live stream. Queer Halloween Stories 2023 bundle is currently available from Itch.io. $60 gets you the entire bundle, which features hundreds of products, most of which are from individuals who are LGBTQT, or at least claim they are LGBTQT, but it's from Itch.io, the company that called me a Nazi, so fuck you. Dungeon Masters Guild has got a Halloween Ravenloft special available, 40% off, including tons of Ravenloft stuff, dating all the way back to the AD&D first edition Ravenloft love, and then taking us forward to the current 5e Ravenloft love. And if you want some more Halloween stuff, we've got Halloween, the complete package bundle, featuring 25 more spooky themes, subclasses, monsters, feats, and etc. for 5th edition. This is $16. And then we also have a third Dungeon Masters Guild bundle called Spooktober, which has 7 new adventures set in the Feywild and the Forgotten Realms. This one's $6. We've got some VTT maps for Halloween. This is from Cody Smith, and it's called Graveyards and Other Spooky Spots. It's $1.99 for 16 battle maps for your favorite VTT of choice. There's a bundle from Crafty Games called Mistborn Adventure Games, where they are attempting to take the world of Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn and convert it into a TTRPG, which might be the first time someone's tried this. Maybe. I think. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure somebody out there has homebrewed a Mistborn tabletop role-playing game by now, but I think this is the first time I've seen someone trying to get their hands on it. Do you have Mr. Sanderson's permission to release this game, Crafty Games? It makes me wonder. It's $60. Fat Goblins Games has released a festival of strange stuff for Teeny D6, including dozens of books themed in the Teeny D6 setting, stranger stuff, based upon, inspired by Goosebumps, blah, 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 blah. So if you're looking for young adult horror set in the 1980s, and want to milk that Stranger Things love, it's still available. This bundle is $25. Moving on to charity bundles, Michael LeBoson and his dog were both bitten in a random dog attack. So he's put together a collection of titles for vet and ER bills for himself and his dog. $12 gives you 20 full adventures, all of them 5e, and will go to help a poor doggo. We know we love any charities that help doggos. Rogue Genius Games has brought us a huge bundle to continue to support the ever-increasing medical bills of our friend Owen Steffens. This is definitely one of those ones where I would say just go to Owen's GoFundMe and give him the money directly. Onyx Pact Publishing has updated the Scarred Lands for 5e. There's a name we haven't heard in forever. Oh, the Scarred Lands. The Scarred Lands goes all the way back to early days of the OGL post 3rd edition. So one of the first, if not the first, it's one of the first that I remember. Is that the one where you had like the Titan's blood and everything? Yeah, I remember that one being really good. So yeah, $18 to get everything that was ever made for the Scarred Lands role-playing setting converted to 5e. This goes to support the Bodanan group. I don't know what that is, but it's a charity. Ellen Dartol brings us a Tales of Terror bundle. This features tons of PDF and DRM and Kindle format terror-type books, including works from our friends Stephen King, Neil Gaiman, George R. Martin, Peter Straub, Clive Barker, and others. This is $8 and goes to support, not surprisingly, writers and charities that support writers in trouble, specifically horror writers. Bundle of Holding is bringing you a writing bundle for November Novel Writing Month. This features all sorts of books on basically how to write stories, journaling games, creative writing prompts. This is $10. This goes to support the November Novel Writing Month charities. So basically, you're spending $10 for things you could find free online. But yeah. Pelican Press is still continuing their bundle of Robin D. Laws, The Yellow King, alternate multiple realities, alternate history of 19th century Paris with some Lovecraftian shenanigans going on. This is an $18 bundles, and it goes to support cancer research. We've got a spooky bundle from Humble Bumble featuring a ton of stuff for, of course, Vampire the Masquerade. Which version of the Vampire Masquerade is? This is the 5th version of Vampire the Masquerade. Includes stuff for Hunter and maybe even some stuff for Werewolf, which, you know, most people consider the best of all the books that came out of that. This goes to support the World Builders charity, and $40 gets you pretty much everything that has ever been written for Vampire the Masquerade. There's a Shadowrun Legends bundle is still going on from Humble Bumble. This includes every novel that has ever been written that somehow connects to the world of Shadowrun, going all the way back to when Shadowrun first came out. This is a $20 bundle, and it goes to support legal defense funds for creators who might find themselves afoul of the law. So obviously the ones that stand out for me this week are the Scarred Lands setting, the Vampire the Masquerade setting, and the one to support the poor doggo who got bitten setting. Or you could just ignore all those and just buy my merch instead, because we just released a whole bunch of new stuff. 2 new PDFs for the Wretched Vigilantes, Wretched Minions setting, and 1 new entire campaign book for Wretched Vigilantes, all available at Giant Slayer Games. Use my link down below. And happy spooky PDF seasons and boondals. Boondals. Boo. Get boondle. Boon. No? Okay. I'm going to never, I promise I will never do that again. Have a great day. Stay safe. And as always, stay off my graveyard, you damn ghouls. Boo. Spooky, 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 spooky.